Hi, everybody. Welcome to Relax Time
Hi.
Radio.
Hi, Paul.
Hi, Lily.
What's up, man?
What's up? Well, what's up? Oh, well, yeah. I mean, we said we wouldn't talk about it much, but uh, I was happy to see the Rise for Life campaign for Shan refugees doing really well. So I've been involved a little bit in that. Yesterday morning, I went to unload rice at the North Gate. So the North Gate Gas Corp is now full of rice. Half of it you couldn't get in. It's just like literally, it's like a rice warehouse.
Well, it's nice to see so many people really have been so generous time when a lot of people need help.
Yeah, it's been good, and I'm looking forward to the song coming out as well, the Triple Edge song.
Yeah, me too. So you're playing on it. You're playing.
Yeah, me and Ake were playing saxophone in the background, just in the background.
Still, yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, you have to share. I think we can share it on our page for because it's for a worthy cause.
Yeah,
we will do.
Music too. Yeah. What have you been doing?
Well, nothing much. It keeps my internet unstable. I started conducting. I mean, just paint a bit of painting online with friends, and then just trying to exercise and stay healthy. By going out for walks and things. But it's been really hot, so earlier in the morning. But can never wake up early enough.
Yeah, well, me neither. I was going out for walks, but I got out of the habit the last few days. Maybe because, as they said, it was like so hot. Yeah, I should do that. Okay, so what are we doing today? Well, it's the Sunday show, so we'll be playing lots of music. Do we have any requests this week?
Not specifically. I've asked for a few. Let me just double check whether anybody's written in. A few people. Somebody's commented. Maybe I just posted something. Okay, Cry Me a River by Joe Cocker.
Okay, Cry Me a River by Joe Cocker. Okay.
Yeah, for John River in Sydney.
Okay, no problem. Coming up.
Okay, good. And I've sent you a few of my own requests, but if you like them, you can play them.
I will do.
They were mostly blues.
Yeah, I love to play. I always love to play a bit of blues. Oh, sorry, that's my computer. Someone calling me. Never mind. All right. Well, no, I don't like it when that happens. When because I can silence my phone, but if you have Messenger open on your computer, people can call you. Is there a way to silence it? I don't even.
You can't if you are using. I mean, right now you're using Zoom, so you can't silence the. You can. Oh, you can turn it off for half an hour, for example. Messenger settings.
Right.
I think there's a setting for you to just turn it off for a while.
Well, actually, I've just muted the tab in Chrome. Hopefully that'll do it. Okay. So what are we going to be talking about today?
Oh, I thought it'd be fun to, there's a lot of life hacks on in the internet. It's so common. I mean, lots of people, I love watching all these funny, interesting hacks that might make your life more more fun or easier.
Yeah.
But then, how many of them actually
how many of them really work?
Fun if we, might be fun to just highlight a few that people talk about, but it's been maybe they don't work at all. So just a couple here there, just for a light Sunday afternoon chatter.
Yeah. All right, let's do that.
Yeah. So this is a new norm, I suppose. All these apps and going online, and like the life hacks that we mentioned earlier on. I like to go online to find out interesting little skills that you can learn to make your life easier.
Yeah.
I can spend minutes, half an hour just watching something to figure out, if you can fold your.
I know some of those videos are so well done. Different things that you can make out of just one piece of cloth. You can make a bag. You can make a scarf. You can make so many things out of a piece of cloth. Or 20 ways to tie a scarf, 20 ways to tie a tie, all of this kind of thing, different ways to tie your hair up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I should learn some new ways. Yeah, but there, there are some that don't work. Have you heard about the one with using toilet rolls as speakers?
Yes, I saw that. It doesn't work, and I tried it. It doesn't work at all.
Oh, did you try it?
Yeah.
So what do you have? You're supposed to cut a slot in the toilet roll and
Yeah.
put your phone in,
Yes.
and then play. Supposed to blast both ways.
Right. I think the idea comes from because there are things you can buy. You can buy these things online, wooden sort of bamboo. It basically
Yes.
looks like a toy. It could be the size of a toilet roll holder. So a piece of bamboo. It works slightly, not very impressively. And but there are some things, just the right size of box, the right size of wooden box will help the sound of your phone a little bit. But the toilet roll thing it's not helping. Really.
So yeah, because the cardboard I think muffles this. There's a suggestion that we could put the phone in a glass bowl too, and then maybe the sound wave because it will come upward instead of to be blocked by the cardboard.
Right. One of the ones that I thought which I've tried, and which it seems like a terrible life hack and never worked for me, although maybe it is possible, I don't know, is if you want to open a bottle of wine and you don't have a bottle opener, there's this one way you can hold the bottle of wine and hit it with a shoe, a rubber sole shoe. I tried that and I felt like I'm gonna break this bottle, but the cork never moved at all. It just didn't happen for me, and I was hitting it really hard. Not happening.
But okay, yeah. But nowadays, even wine manufacturers they've made.
Yeah, twist-off caps are really common.
Yeah, that's okay. So
but not always. Well, not always. You can still find corks. Yeah, you can still find corks.
Yeah,
maybe plastic corks, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Plastic, no. But apparently, that about using some kind of fulcrum, to open if you don't have a bottle opener for beer. I mean, like a lighter, or or to.
Oh yeah, well, we're in Thailand. That's
works, right?
Yeah, that definitely works. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen people do it. I tried it, but I could never get it right. So.
Here's a funny one. This is a funny one for me, because you get to use it a lot because different people get hiccups. If you do a Google search, you can find hundreds of hiccup cures. And in my experience, when you have someone that's got a persistent case of hiccups, they just don't work. They never work.
No.
Everybody has their favorite personal hiccup cure that works for them. But if you try and, if someone has hiccups and their own personal hiccup cure is working, you can suggest. I've been with people and I'm reading all these cures off the internet, and they never work. However, I have to say that one of the reasons why I think they don't work is if that person is drunk, they're often too drunk to follow the instructions, and so nothing will work.
Yeah, that's a good one. The other thing I've seen on the net is if your mobile answer, people have shown them plugging into bananas, which sounds really silly to me. But people actually try it.
Does it actually work? No. What have you said? What have you learned?
Unless you have, a penny or metal. I mean, scientifically, I think you can, if you can have a flow of electrons, but you need metal and other wires to create some kind of cell, but not directly plug into it. And it sounds really silly, but people will try anything. I saw
a really silly suggestion that you could chill beer if you needed to. I don't know why we're talking about beer, but you could chill a drink by hanging it in front of an air conditioner. If your fridge was full, or if you didn't have a fridge, well, that seems like really inefficient. But I know something that, and you're more likely to just break your drink or whatever. But I know what definitely will work, and you can chill beer or any other drink in less than 5 minutes. If you have just ice in a bucket. Well, so you put ice in a bucket, but you sort of stir it round. So if you basically, if you have sort of 4 bottles of Coke in a bucket of ice and you move them for about 3 or 4 minutes, they'll be absolutely ice cold in under 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
The air conditioner is not going to get them cold.
Yeah, because assuming that the cold air comes from the aircon and then it blows onto your bottle, but you know, sounds like a lot to go to, you know, just to cool your beer. What else? Oh, what about the one who, you know, where to stop when you're cooking, to stop the water from boiling over out of your stove? You put a wooden spoon over the. It's supposed to prevent water from overflowing, the boiling water from overflowing.
Oh, I don't. No, I haven't heard that. I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, well, apparently, I think it's a tale that doesn't work. You can try. You know, if you boil a water, put a spoon over, and you know, there's no overflow. But I think it overflow. How would the wooden spoon stop it? I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, it doesn't work. So
well, here's one that a lot of people believe, but my research tells me is a myth, and I've never I've often ignored it. So a lot of people believe that using a mobile phone in a petrol station will cause the petrol station to blow up. But if you go and research,
even I did that. I did that.
I've researched it quite a bit online, and apparently there is no proven case anywhere in the world ever of a petrol station fire ever having been caused by a mobile phone.
Have you ever watched the Mythbusters? There's these 2 guys who you know, they are scientists, and then they just go around doing all kinds of weird experiments that
I've seen a couple.
Yeah, that kind of thing. I think it's quite fun to just see, because I like the petrol station one. I believed it too, because I saw all the signs, and you know, it's happened before, I thought, but apparently no.
Well, there was a case where there were a couple of cases where it was believed that they might have been the cause, but when they were investigated further, it's never proven to be the cause.
Oh, okay. Well.
So,
but still, do you I still get a bit wary of using my phone.
Well, it's another one is don't use your phone while it's charging. But I do that all the time. I know there have been you can see these cases online of people's phones setting on fire or something. But well, I think that's much more likely to be, you know, maybe there are faulty phones and faulty batteries out there, but I myself, I've never believed that, and I'm perfectly happy to use my phone while it's charging, which I do.
Yeah, well, careful anyway. I mean, who knows?
Well, who knows?
It's kind of weird.
Well, who knows? But I've looked it up, and if you go and look on Snopes, or you look on a fact-checking site, they'll say that there's not really any evidence to support it, that it's dangerous.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's fun to find out. What else? Let me see. Sorry, I'm just checking if there's any more requests for songs. Just a minute.
I do have a one of those opening a wine bottle without an opener that definitely does work is pushing the cork in to the bottle. That works.
Oh, does it? But it definitely drop in.
It does go in. That's right, but it works. Well, it's a mess. It makes a mess, and it's difficult to pour the wine out. But when you've got no other options, it definitely works. Because I've tried it many times.
But 2 more requests. One Iron Maiden from Corinne in Doisaket. Can I Play with Madness, the song? And from John Gormley in Byron Bay, Bohannon by Fat Freddy's Drop.
Oh, great. Okay.
Fat Freddy's Drop. Okay. Yeah, so we got 3 songs. Beth.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll send the list to you.
Okay, thanks. All right, we got any other myths to debunk?
Yeah, I don't have. I'm just looking any.
I've got
Okay,
one.
uncork the wine again, back to wine and stuff,
Oh.
because we seem to end with a wire clothes hanger. Was that the same thing? Yeah, trying it to
No,
force in.
but are you saying that one will work or doesn't work?
No, the
Doesn't work.
fail, it doesn't work because you just straight out. It just doesn't get stick in the cork, or you throw the wine bottle at the table. Nope, sorry, that didn't work.
Here's one
else?
that's you know, there's this idea, people have made movies out of it, that humans only use 10% of their brains, but
Yep.
research proves that this is definitely isn't true. I think if you do an electroencephalogram of a person in a resting state, then in a resting state maybe only 10% of the brain is active. But if you give them some mentally challenging test, intensive task to do, then you can sort of prove with an EEG reading that 35% of the brain is active. And there are other studies which show that we definitely do use more of our brains.
I hope so.
It's not true.
I
Not true that we're just
so,
using
anyway.
10%.
Oh yeah, I just saw another one. Using if you lock your keys in your, you can push a tennis against the lock. It's supposed to force this air into the lock and moves the pins to unlock your car, but apparently no. I don't know how that came. Somebody tried it before, I guess, but apparently no amount of force will actually trigger the lock, even if you use a tennis ball with a smaller hole for the greater air pressure. It still doesn't work. I can't see how that works anyway. You make a hole, the air from the tennis ball is supposed to force the locks open.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe
Sounds like a
sounded
myth.
scientific, sounds, yeah, but I think just break the window.
There's me and Mon, we did a show where we talked about the myth of multitasking. So generally speaking, multitasking is a myth. But having said that, there have been a number of experiments done on men and women to see if there's a difference. And in actual fact, although in general multitasking is not a good idea and doesn't save you any time, and in general it's impossible. We're not good at focusing on more than one thing at a time. Women actually do outscore men.
Better.
Women outscore men. So, like for example, if you if you assign two groups of people, 10 women, 10 men, the task of making dinner, taking care of a baby, doing some tests, being asked some trivia questions, all in the space of like 10 minutes or whatever, then women will score better than men.
I don't think we've been forced to multitask all our lives.
Right.
Maybe we should do more like myth busters, do a bit more research and see what other fun things that we can bust.
Mythbusters, yeah. Well, it changes all the time. Like for example, there was a few things that I used to do on my computer, like all my computers, the laptop battery fails really quickly. And I'd been told, well, you should remove the charging cable and don't leave it on charge. But this kind of stuff changes over time. So what used to be true 5 years ago may not be true anymore. For example, you used to have to defragment your hard drive. You don't have to do that anymore. The operating system does it automatically now. And
but I never looked to that. Yeah, I remember there was so much talk about that. Oh, one more thing that's kind of silly, about trying to extend the life of your batteries by putting them in the fridge. Have you heard of that one?
I heard that, and I think I might have tried that.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, it doesn't work. I remember I had a phone. My old phone was overheating all the time, and so I put it in the fridge once, and the battery went completely dead.
Oh shit! Yeah, you would die. I remember, yeah, my phone going really cold when I was in Finland to try to see the lights many years ago.
Yeah.
But it was so cold. My phone couldn't work. It froze. It's just like it totally froze. So it just didn't work. I thought at least in the cold versus heat, but no, extreme temperatures don't work. Yeah, so put the batteries in the freezer or fridge for a few hours. No, doesn't work. It will harm your batteries.
Yeah, I've tested this one.
Apparently,
It didn't work.
a lot of people believed in it until it was so popular that Energizer had to make a statement against it. That do not put your batteries in the fridge. So I'm glad you stopped doing it.
On the other hand, in Thailand here, sometimes it's so hot. Like I remember, I've been sitting sort of out in the sun at a cafe in Chiang Mai, and more or less in the sun, and my phone shut down. And I got this message saying your phone is shutting down because of the temperature is too high, and then it shut down. So that can happen.
Well, but it came back on when it's cooled off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, as long as the battery doesn't explode.
Right.
Oh my Lord, yeah, sorry. That would be crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I've had fun. So maybe if we come up with a lot more, we could share next time.
Yeah, maybe that's enough for now.
Yep.
Did I have any more? Let me see. No. Well,
I was just going to say.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. If you have any more, while you're looking, I thought I'd just say thank you to all who have sent their song requests, and please continue to send them every day.
Yes.
To us, we'll include them on list.
All right. No, I had one more, but I don't know why the ones that kept coming up when I did a Google search were all related to alcohol. This one is about sobering up, though, so I'll tell it. So apparently,
okay.
There's, people thought that naturally maybe that drinking black coffee would help someone sober up. Apparently, it doesn't. But
why?
Well, I don't know, but apparently vigorous exercise will. If you get a drunken person or a hungover person running will help, but the black coffee won't.
Oh, kind of dancing helps when I'm drunk.
Yeah, okay, that's exercise. Yeah, vigorous exercise.
Yeah, burning off energy. Yeah, all right.
It makes sense, doesn't it? Metabolism and everything. But
yeah, but without caffeine would help.
Well, I don't know. I can't absolutely confirm it. This is just 5 minutes of internet level time kind of research, not actual serious research.
No, yeah, you're right.
All right, maybe we'll say that's enough. And
yeah,
okay. All right, then.
If anyone requests or any other stories or fun myths or something you want to share about while you're at home, or things that we can do, or fun things that we can talk about, please write into us at Relax Time Radio. Or send in any song requests.
Yeah. All right. So that's all from the Sunday show. Tomorrow will be Women Only with Jacqueline and Meredith.
Yeah.
We hope to see you again next week. Thanks everybody for listening to Relax Time Radio, 93.25 FM here on Radio Thailand, Chiang Mai.
Thank you. Have a good week.
Have a good
week.
Yeah.
Bye, Paul. Yeah. See ya.